Hey everybody, and welcome to another part of my Super Mario 64 playthrough. And today's episode is going to be a little bit longer than any other episode prior. And that is because I just feel like possibly finishing this game up today. So, you probably also notice I have less lives. That's because I accidentally loaded my save state, and my save state happened to be right before I got the balcony shine. So, all those lives I had, all gone. Although, I don't think I've used that many lives in this game during this playthrough. Plus, I can probably get them back relatively easily. But that means that I only have 4 tries before game over, so I do gotta be careful. So, the first couple of stars happened to be in Hazy Maze Cave, and I wanted to collect some of them. Still using the PS5 pad. It might have a broken circle button, but it still feels really, really good to play 64 games with. So, I'm going to be using that. I'm thinking that I'm going to stick with the PS5 pad when I play other N64 games as well. It just feels right. I probably will get the pad fixed at some point, but right now, I'm good. So, 8 red coins is the mission, but I'll be honest, I don't remember where the 8 red coins are. Is that a star? It is. How do I get up there? So there's a star there. Now, I'll be honest, I never noticed that star before. Ooh, there's another star there. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to see if I could jump on top of that and hop over the top, but I don't think I can. Actually, weren't the 8 red coins in the secret area? I actually remember that there were some red coins in that secret area. I also need the metal cap to gain access to this. So, there's that. So let's get over to Plessy. Wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, I didn't fall off there. I thought I was going to fall off. See, there's the star. But I need to get a metal cap. But where do I... Also, is it just me or is she just, like, malfunctioning right now? She's supposed to go in a circle, but she was just going, well, in a circle, but incorrectly. Wait, am I invincible? Oh, I am invincible. Makes sense, actually. That's a life. Why do I feel like they hid some of the red coins? Down here. Yep. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Or maybe not. Never mind. Alright. So I gotta be careful. Yep. I wonder if that's the easiest, like, red coin star. Oh look, it's the old funny number. That might be the easiest, like... Wait, what? Wait, what?
Hegel.
Was that a secret star? I mean, I should have read it. Elevate for the 8 red coins, meaning they expect me to climb. So it would, yeah, it's here, of course it is. But is this the first level to have a secret 8 red coin spot in it? Because I don't remember that much about the 8 red coins, to be honest. Like, the 8 red coin stars were stars that I never really got as a kid. I mean, I know my dad collected some of them for me, but a lot of them were just, they didn't interest me. But I just don't remember there ever being like little secret areas with 8 red coins. A lot I don't remember about this game. It has been a blast to play through for the most part. I'm not going to say this game has been perfect to play through because there are times where it's more frustrating than it should be, but I still can't hate this game, no matter how many times I play it. Oh dear. Also, this feels a lot smoother to use in this version than the actual 64 version. Because I remember how awful this felt to control. There's an eyeball. I think the eyeball just tried to shoot at me. Ah. Cheeky booger. I want to try something. Yep. I figured I could do that. I don't know how successful that's gonna be in the long run, but I did figure I could do that. I just wanted to make sure. There we go. And now since I have made it, let's save again. I can't imagine how difficult this game was to speedrun, because I know a lot of speedrunners will like use modified versions of the games to practice and then go to official versions of the game to do the speedrun. But can you just imagine how hard it must have been to speedrun this game without like any save states or any real conveniences? It must have been hard. Although something that I think I talked about in my little like update on my game collection was nostalgia and how often you could replay your favorite games over and over and over because, well, growing up, ooh. Well, we can beat the game now. If I was good at the backwards staircase jump, we could have beaten the game hours ago, but I still haven't perfected that. But back to what I was saying. So, growing up, I know quite a few people that had 1 or 2 games and that was it. Games weren't that popular. Well, games were popular during the 1990s and early 2000s. However, games back then were almost as expensive as they are now. Like, I think Nintendo 64 carts were $80 or $70 back then. Now they would be super expensive if the hardware didn't get outdated to all hell. But actually, I want to go back in. I want to get some more stars. But like, I had a few games. Metalhead Mario Can Move.
Let's go.
Wonder what this is about. But I had a few games growing up. I remember I had the Batman game for PS2. Terrible game. I had Super Mario 64. I had Duke Nukem Forever, or Duke Nukem 0 Hour rather. I had Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. I had Ratchet & Clank Deadlocked. I had Body Harvest, Super Smash Brothers, the first one. I had, there was a wrestling game for Nintendo 64. And later down the line, I was graced with a Game Boy SP, which I played religiously. I played The Incredibles. I played, what was it? I played the SpongeBob movie game on GameCube, and the last major console that I got was a Nintendo DS. And again, I just played GameCube games on that thing mostly, because that's all I had. I don't think I had a single DS game for my actual DS. I just played GameCube games on it, which was a shame, but it is what it is. But yeah, the games mentioned were the only games I had, and I had those games for a long time up until I got the PS3. And when I got the PS3, that's when my whole gaming life changed, because the PS3 was the first console that I had to buy my own games for. So any game that I got for the PS3, I had to save up my allowance and buy it myself. And that led to my whole urge to start game collecting, because game collecting I did. I would collect every single PS3 game I could get my hands on, regardless if I actually wanted to play it or not. And to this day, I still sometimes get a game that I know I'm never going to play but want in my collection. However, I'm a little bit more cautious about getting forms of media that I know I'll never interact with. So I primarily focus on ow. No, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm dead. No, I'm not. But I primarily focus on forms of media that I know I'll engage with throughout my gaming history or gaming life now. But yeah, growing up, I know a lot of people who did not have access to hundreds of different games and just had access to one or two. And I think I know how to get up there. Actually, let's exit this course. So, yeah. I fully get the fact that a lot of people didn't have a lot of games growing up. I also had Project Snowblind and Star Wars Battlefront 2. I didn't have Star Wars Battlefront 1 until much, much, much later. But I did play a ton of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I want to buy that for my collection, but honestly, the main reason people want to play Star Wars Battlefront today is due to all the mod support for the game and the fact that it has multiplayer now. That's the biggest selling point for Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 in this era, is the Aspire port added the multiplayer back. And I did play a little bit of the multiplayer, and I gotta say, it's alright. I could totally see myself loving it if I had played it back in the PS2 era, but while we did have good-ish internet growing up, I say good-ish because I know good-ish is not a word, I know that, but it sounds fun. I know we had a decent quality internet, but the thing is, I did not have all of the accessories to benefit from the internet. The PS2 Fat has a LAN port in the back of it, and so does the Slim, so you can just plug a LAN cable up to the PS2 and get internet that way. However, back when I was growing up, the internet that we had for the majority of my young life happened to be dial-up internet. If anyone remembers dial-up internet, I salute you. But yeah, dial-up internet is not the best for gaming. And internet back then was even more expensive than internet is now. So I could never afford it. Nope. Because I guarantee you, if I wanted to use up our internet, oh, that's so mean. If I wanted to use our internet, my dad would have charged me for the amount I used, because I don't think internet was unlimited back then. I think it was pricey. It was pricey. There we go. I think I have to go over there. Maybe I don't. Actually, where do I go? Save. I think it might be in here. Hey, it might be. Well, that was lucky. I say lucky because I don't think I've ever done that on the second or third try. I don't know why I just suddenly remembered what to do in that, like, position. There we go. Voila, another star. Now we got 71 stars. No new score though. So that's a few stars that I wanted to get in that location. But there was more that I wanted to get in this world too. The red hot log rolling, I remember this one. A turtle shell should have also spawned up here, I believe. Or that might be later. But this star's... Wait, what? Isn't the log rolling over there? Actually, maybe I don't. I was looking there. Maybe I don't remember what to do in this world. What's that noise? I hear it. Also, a mechanic I haven't used almost at all during this entire playthrough happens to be the... What is it? Not the... There we go. What is the mechanic? I forget how to do it. Isn't it like that? That mechanic right there. I don't think I've used that mechanic at all during this entire playthrough. Like, and it honestly baffles me. Is it that way? Oh well, I died. I actually don't remember. It says red hot log rolling, but like if I recall, there is supposed to be a turtle shell over here that spawns. Yeah, see the shiny shells in here. There's supposed to be a shell here, and that's how you get over to this section right here. Like, oh, there's the star. Okay. For some reason, I thought the star was over there, but the star is over here. Yeah, but you're supposed to have a shell here that spawns. Or is it not this star? I swear it's supposed to be this star that we get over there, because there's no other way to get over there. Like, I don't think there's a way to get over there anyway. Shit. I think I'm dead. No, I'm not. I almost died there. I did die there. Yeah, this is, for me, I think this is one of the few levels that I've ever gotten a game over multiple times in both, like, actually all of the playthroughs that I did as a kid. I technically got a game over during this playthrough, but I save stated, so I haven't got a game over because of that. But I definitely would have gotten a game over. No, that was bad luck. I definitely would have gotten a game over by now if I had continued to try this over and over without save states. Because there's not that many levels, or yeah, levels. There's not that many levels in Super Mario 64 that make you have to get good at the platforming. Like, there's quite a few tricky ones, yes, but I wouldn't say there's any that force you to get better at the platforming. This is one of the few levels in the game that genuinely forces you to get better at the platforming or end up failing miserably. Maybe more of the levels should have been like this, because I'll be honest, maybe that extra challenge would be good for a lot of people. There we go. Ah. But shit. But looking back at it, part of me kind of wishes they had more levels that truly tested your platforming prowess. But then again, that's only because I'm playing this via save states, which I can do at any point, and I'm playing with a pad that I'm comfortable with. If I was playing this with the N64 controller, I probably would be very glad that the levels aren't too difficult. Ooh, that was the first time I ever did a slide cancel. So, a slide cancel is where when you are, like, rolling or sliding on your belly, you can jump in place to cancel the momentum, meaning instead of sliding and bumping into a wall like that, you just slide and you just hop in place. I don't know how I did that because it's kind of hard to do, but I just did it by mistake.
Here we go!
Is that all the stars? Elevator tour in the volcano.
Let's go.
Alright, we might as well get this star. Oh, okay. Now the shell, shiny shell shows up. So I guess this is your reward for... I guess that's your reward for doing all the other stars, is an easier access to the level. But I feel like that shell would have benefited better later in the, or earlier in the level. Now, if I recall, I did this first try before, so let's see if I can do this oh dear. Let's see if I can do this first try now. Yeah, let's not get chained by that. Oh dear. Thank you, Mario, for kind of like... No! Okay. That was actually... That, well, I didn't die, so I'm still on my... I haven't failed this level yet. If I ever get a Nintendo 64, I do want to replace some of this game on an actual Nintendo 64 pad, see if I'm anywhere near this good at the platforming, says the guy who messes up frequently. Ooh, well, I think I failed. I only got one more shot at this. Because this was one of my favorite games as a kid. And I do remember this game being hard, but I don't remember it being uber hard. And it hasn't honestly been that hard. Like, if you look at other Mario titles, yes, this could be considered relatively easy. Like, I know for a fact that... Alright. Well, we saved ourselves. Like, if you look at other Mario titles, you can definitely see how Mario has always been for the casual platformer fan, but there are instances where the games are genuinely difficult. But this was the first 3D platformer to really make a bang, and making your platformer that is supposed to appeal to everybody super difficult, I could see like not making as big of a splash. But I'm trying to think, like, everyone says that like the hardest Mario like game happens to be Super Mario World because of Rainbow Road, or Champions Road rather. And I have to say that probably the hardest Mario for me personally has probably been the OG Marios, the 2D ones, and quite frankly some of the new Super Mario Bros. Games, because those games are genuinely difficult. Alright, I feel like... Oh, I saw a star. See, there's the star over there. So that's what I'm supposed to go. I bet you if I had enough life, I could long jump over that and live, but I don't think I have enough life here. But I do still want to try. But the camera... This is like... something a speedrunner would have to practice at, because the camera is terrible here. Yeah, you could totally bypass all of that and just hop over it. If you... I want to try that again. I want to practice this. See? You can, like, completely bypass everything there. So, I actually want to try that. But yeah, for me personally, the hardest Mario games typically are the 2D ones. Like, my favorite Mario game to play casually would probably be Super Mario Odyssey. Like, Super Mario Odyssey in all aspects is the spiritual successor to Super Mario 64. Like, open-ended sandbox Mario where you have complete freedom to do the goals in any order that you see fit. And with, like, a sort of pseudo difficulty mode, and an actual difficulty mode actually. Oh my! Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I found new tech, or maybe old tech, but I found new tech for me. Alright, we're gonna try this again. So, where was I? I was here, right? So, oh, that was awesome. So, it is about here. No, I was off. I was off by quite a bit. That was not even close. Yep, I'm off, so a little over here. I was off. It's over here. Nope. Maybe I'm... Here. Nope. It is possible to do this, but I'm not good at it. So, here. Close, but no cigar. Can you just imagine how much practice this would take? Like, no, Mario! No, Mario! Oh, Mario! Things like that do annoy me, because I had that perfectly, and then stuff like that happens. That pisses me off, because I pushed up, because you're supposed to push up to make Mario climb, but when I pushed up, it registered as down, thus it did not work. I should have save stated there, but I didn't think about it. We're gonna keep trying this for a little while. Oh my god. I have mad respect for speedrunners who do this type of tech all the time. This takes hours of practice, probably. See, that time I landed perfectly, but I timed it wrong. That time I did not time it right. That time I caught fire because I got on the block, apparently. That wasn't even close. That wasn't even close. Yes, 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 yes. Oof. No, get down, Mario. Haha, ha 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 ha. Okay, now the hard part. Huh? Huh? Huh. There we go. The unintended way to do that, but that was probably the easiest way. Now, think about it. Think about it this way. Like, if this was Super Mario Odyssey, I would be able to grab the moon that was right next to me, then do that jump, and try to, like, land that jump, and then just collect 2 stars in a row. In Super Mario 64, you can't do that. But I kind of see why. But still, like, while that was a little bit frustrating, and I guarantee you I probably would not have tried that many times on the actual N64 version, mainly because the time it would take to set that up each time. It is very satisfying to do, like, out of all of the Mario games, all of them, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 64, and ironically Super Mario 3D World are my favorites to try to break and speedrun. It's just how they are. It's what makes Mario Mario. Like, some people could say that, like, the platforming challenges are the most fun, but for me, the most fun is the creative ways you can engage with the platforming. And that's what makes a good platformer, is the fact that you have the ability to kind of create your own challenges. But there's a few more stars that I would like to get, but first I want to go kick Bowser's ass. We still need to get this star here, but I'll be damned if I want to get that one. Oh, there's also, hold on a minute, there is a star that I want to collect really fast. But yeah, this game is so good. Like, this game is so good. Yes, I'm playing with save states. Yes, I'm playing with a PS5 pad, so my experience is vastly different than those who are playing it legitimately. And I do have my physical copy. If I ever get a 64, I will play the actual copy. However, there's something amazing about having the ability to finally play this game in a fashion that I can actually play with. Like, this game is fantastic, hands down. And there's nothing about this game that makes me say, oh, like, this is a terrible experience. It would be different if I had, like, done the walkthrough with an actual N64 with an actual N64 controller, but I think being able to play it with decent accessibility features for a person like me makes this a lot more enjoyable. Because accessibility features are very important for games, especially games that are older than like 20 or 40 years. And remasters, new ports, all that, like jam, that's all good and dandy. Let's cry. I would love to do I would love to do a on-record speed run of this game. It would probably not be any world record, I know that much. But it would definitely be fun to see how long it would take me to beat this game. So now we gotta be careful, because if we slide too far, we, like, plummet to our death. So, we gotta be careful. There we go. Oh, I messed it up. Save state. Like, it's gonna take hours of practice for me to get truly good at this game. Like, you're not going to get good at anything in just a few hours of play. You really have to work at it. That's applies to anything good in life. You have to work at it. But the fact is, I suck. The fact is, I absolutely suck. But the fact is that it's gratifying. Whoa. There we go. There we go. There we go. So is this number 7? Oh! That was awesome. Wait, where's number 8? Oh, of course number 8's just sitting on the platform. And I like how there's a little spot just in case. Actually, why is there a spot there? Alright, now we can go kick Bowser's ass. A good game is a good game, and Super Mario 64 has held up so well over the years. Like, say what you want about Nintendo's practices and their pricing philosophy and their game preservation philosophy, a lot of their games are genuinely timeless. I can't say that about a lot of the PS4 games or PS5 games or even PS2, which is one of my favorite consoles of all time. We haven't even done TikTok Clock, have we? No, we haven't. We haven't even... I don't think we've even touched TikTok Clock this playthrough. But... like, a lot of their games are genuinely timeless. Alright, the big one. It's the big one. Oh dear! It was going so smoothly, and then I just overshot it. It's like, oh, I jumped? Nope. Okay. That's what was supposed to happen. Also, why can Mario go? That is almost a perfectly, like, straight, like, ramp. How come he can climb up that, but he can't, like, do up the, like, climb up those roof tiles? Oh, that's right, there's 8 red coins in this level, too. No! Well, since I'm down here. There's nothing down here. There's no reason to be down here. Well, there's an extra life that will be completely useless to me. No. There we go. Yeah. Ow, that's cheap. That's cheeky. I want to kick you off the ledge. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come hither. I messed that up. There we go. Oh shit. I wanted to see if I could do this. You could probably do that without even landing 1 foot on that ramp or the actual blocks. No, Mario. I actually don't remember this. And what's under here? Oh, I see, a red coin. Interesting. This is ominous Dracula music. This is supposed to be harder, but if you're good, you can chain grab Bowser, and there's nothing he can do about it. Which is a little bit sad. They should have gave him invincibility frames so that he can actually get back up and pose a moderate threat. Or you can miss the throw entirely. Doesn't he shake the platform? No. Like there's stakes if you miss, which I love. Like there's actual stakes if you miss because he'll destroy the platform. See, you can prevent him from doing that, which is funny. And then we get the big star.
Stars is restored to the castle. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have to do something special for you.
Here we go!
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake for Mario.
And then you get scenes from all over the game. And I love one great detail is all the stars you have collected will appear as blue in all of these scenes. And any star you have not collected will appear as normal. I take pride in having that star disappear. We never did get the 8 red coins under the Wiggler. That level was fun. Wet Dry World is one of my favorite levels in this entire game. We never got the cage star either. We never raced Koopa in Tiny Huge World. We didn't even enter TikTok Clock. Never help the snowman. Thank you for playing my game.
Playing my game.
That is awesome. Like, everything about this game is a time capsule. Yet, while it is a time capsule of a game, it still holds up today. Like, I totally understand why there's so many people who do, like, mods for this game to turn it into RPGs, turn it into a, like, open world game, make it into a Kaizo experience, make it into different things entirely, add new characters, add new, like, levels. Just, I understand why the modding community is so passionate about Super Mario 64, because genuinely, with a few tweaks and a few, like, changes and quality of life improvements, this could be one of the best Mario games to ever grace gaming history. And I stand by that. It is a great game. It is a shame that it is stuck on the N64, and it is a shame that the only real port that it gets is just a up-resolutioned or upscaled version of the N64 version. It is a shame that we have not got a true remaster of this game with more, like, refined controls, better camera, maybe a bunch of new stars, and some extra content. Yes, before anyone says, oh, but you're forgetting about the Super Mario 64 DS port. Yes, I know, for all intents and purposes, that is the closest thing we have to a full-on remake of Super Mario 64 with everything I mentioned prior, or previously. However, there is one major issue with Super Mario DS, or Super Mario 64 DS, that prevents me from ever really wanting to play it. Number one, it's stuck on the DS without an analog stick, and I'll be honest, playing a Mario game without an analog stick or without real, like, refined controls seems like a bad experience for me. However, I guarantee you I would probably enjoy it more if I played it on the 3DS with that extra analog stick and just played it like that. But yes, I know the Super Mario 64 DS version exists, so technically everything I just said was false because it has gotten a remake. But this game is so good, and I really, really, really wish it had a better, more refined and remastered port other than the DS port and the All-Star port we got for Switch. I would probably get the All-Star collection on Switch just for Super Mario 64 and Super Mario, like, Sunshine. Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Odyssey are some of my favorite Mario games to just play. And I would say the most difficult out of those three would definitely be Super Mario Sunshine, with Super Mario Odyssey being difficult only if you go for what I like to call the speedrunner moons, where you have to do insane platforming challenges in the post-game to grab some of those elusive moons. And Super Mario 64 is just fun all around the board, minus some of the main issues I've had during this playthrough. This game is not perfect by any means. This game definitely would not have been nearly as much fun if I had played it with my original cart that I have and with the N64 controller on actual hardware. But I can't deny that playing it as I did gave me one of the best gaming experiences I've had in a long time. Yes, this playthrough has taken a long time to complete. Yes, I did not 100% it, but I've completed it. I finished it. And I don't finish games nearly as much as I used to. So, this playthrough means a lot to me. It's also my very first playthrough on this channel. So, for anyone who sat through all of this, all of the issues I've had recording, all of the quality of life, like improvements I've done over my videos from the very first episode to the very final episode you see here, thank you. It means a lot to me that anyone would bother watching my content and liking it, subscribing, all that jazz. But this playthrough means a lot to me because it's the very first playthrough I've done on this channel that is actually complete. In all of its flaws and all of its imperfections, we've done it. We've completed Super Mario 64. And yeah, thank you. Thank you all for watching and being a part of this. It means a lot. And yeah, I really want to thank you all for just watching my playthrough of Super Mario 64. So, yeah. If I do any more videos of this game, it will be some cleanup. This game does not have a post-game after you beat Bowser. You can't go back to the main, you can't go back to the world and explore it. So if I do the rest of the stars, we're also going to have to beat Bowser again. So that might be an extra video after this video. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But thank you all for watching. Have a great day and have a great life. Peace out.